Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about traveling, settling down, studying, or working in the UK, US, or Canada. If any of these countries interest you, subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you know it's time to watch Cynthia Academy, and there's no hoarding of information here. There's no, oh, let's not tell them this. No, no, no. I tell you everything that I am able to come across. And today I'm going to be talking about two care homes that are offering visa sponsorship. See, I got this from Ada Kings. I just want to just say give honor to whoever honor is due. And I feel like this video would help you if you want to come into the UK as a care worker, maybe care assistant, or maybe nursing assistant, senior carer, anything around this area. If you're still interested in coming to the UK to support people that are in need of care, this is still a great opportunity for you to do so. There are there are companies that actually offer visa sponsorship. They will sponsor you to come into the UK. You know, I'm always against people paying for care jobs. I'm against it. I'm totally against it. I've always said it here. Just don't pay for COS, certificate of sponsorship. Sometimes you pay for it and they give you fake COS. Sometimes you pay for it and it lands you in trouble anyway, and you are giving some, as in some years, 10 years ban. The 10-year ban is a horrible experience, and I don't want you to go through this. So today I'm going to be talking about these two care homes. I'm going to be talking giving you the links so that you can apply for jobs. If you apply to these care homes, you will get visa sponsorship. They are ready to sponsor you from Nigeria, China, anywhere you are, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Ghana, Cameroon, Senegal, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, anywhere you are, they're willing to sponsor you to come into the UK. There's someone online. Hello, hello, hello. Who is online? Just say hi. Just send me a heart. That would be interesting because it helps me know that I'm not just talking to myself. Okay, let's just get into this video. Now, the first care home I'm going to talk about is, like I said, it's reference to Ada Kings. She's been amazing, as in she's a YouTuber. I always honor people. I don't really, you know, but if that information is going to help my subscribers, sure, I'll share it here. But just know that there are many opportunities out there. Now, let me just get this one. The first one is called yorkshirehomes.co.uk. Oh, Udeme. Yeah, hi. Hello, Mark. How are you doing this afternoon? So I'm going to put the link in the description box, or maybe at the end of the chat when it's over. Doesn't this chat or this live is over, I'm going to put it down there so that if you want to apply, if you're interested in getting, or you know someone that is interested, see, don't hold information or hold it. If you know someone that it would benefit, why not share it with your friends? So right now, just click on the share button. This might help somebody. You can share it on your social media platform. This would help someone out there. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for that chat. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're fine. So I'm talking about this yorkshirehomes.co.uk, and they got their license recently. That's 9th of November. Now, there's a way you have to apply for this. When you go to their website, you will see the list of job opportunities. You know that most of these care homes, they have a section called career or vacancy, that if you just click on that particular part, you would see a list of openings they have, job openings. So what you have to do is just click on it and look at the responsibilities that they expect you to have. Then tailor your CV. I'm always talking about tailoring your CV. What it means is that you get your CV, you have to make sure it's UK standard. And when I mean by tailoring your CV, make sure the keywords on that particular job description appears on your CV. I also explained something like as in using AI. If you're not sure, maybe you're not very good at it, it's a skill to have. If you're not sure of it, just go to my YouTube. You would see where I explained using AI to check whether you have up to 80% match. Always tailor your CV so that it gets up to 80% match or above. That's always better. Sometimes I prefer 85, but it's fine. So you tailor your CV. So the list of documents you need when you are going to apply for care home or a care job, whatever, or any, just most times any other job, but we are talking about care today. The list of things you need are: number one, you need your CV, UK standard CV that is well tailored, like really good CV. A killer, I call it a killer cover letter. Oh my goodness, it has to be amazing. You should show that you are someone unique. Then you also need to get all your certificates. Um I'm talking about all your care certificates. I'm sure you must have done your 1 to 15 standards of care. You should know about it. If you go online, you pay for it, and when you pay for it, you answer. They'll teach you. You answer a couple of questions, and it's a really good way to be able to understand how the care system in the UK works. So you prepare that one, and then you put all of them in a PDF on a PDF file. Just link all of them, the standards 1 to 5. If it's all of them were just one course and one certificate, you put it there. But if you have something like MVQ2, you know, put it there. Let it be the number one certificate you have there. And also put your IELTS. Yes, many employers in the care sector want to know whether you have IELTS. Is English proficiency, test or exam that shows that you are able to speak, communicate, because it judges speaking, listening, writing, and reading. So if you're able to score above 4, it's good. That's why if you intend to come into the UK, before these policies in the UK changes, please, I encourage you that you should go and write IELTS. Just write it. If you have a BSc, Masters, perhaps you can convert that to verify it. It's called UK verification. That's, you use ECCTIS to verify your certificate, to show that your certificate is equivalent to that of a UK bachelor's, master's, or PhD degree. So that's one aspect that you have to try and explore. So you have, like I said, CV, cover letter, list of all your um all your applications. I'm talking about all your this thing certificates, with relationship with care. Then you also need an extra thing, which is your police certificate. If you don't have it, no problem. That's fine if you don't have it, but it's really good if you can have it. Then you submit an application. Remember, it's how good your CV is. That's what would determine whether they will give it to you. And if your CV passes and the cover letter passes the ATS system, good. They might call you for an interview, or they might say, sorry, we are not recruiting. Sometimes some people say that because maybe they've seen something you're not really, or they'll tell you, I'm sorry, we have taken the person we need and the job is no longer available. Or they will tell you to come forward for an interview. The next thing that is going to happen is that you have a Skype interview or a Zoom interview with your employer. Your employer will ask you some questions to be sure that you are real and you're not a ghost. And after that, with your employer, they would ask you, maybe they might ask you to get some other documents to verify some things. And before you know it, they'll issue you a certificate of sponsorship. When you get that certificate of sponsorship, you can now use it to apply for a job. So I'm talking about this particular care agency now, that if you want to check it right now, let me just spell it out for you so that you can check it. It is YORKAREHOMES.co.uk. co is co.uk. So you go check it out. You can watch the replay of this to be able to get the exact stuff it is, as in the exact link. Check it out. Go to their, if you scroll down, you will see the career section. You see the job opportunities that they have there. So, and I always advise you, if you want to write a killer cover letter, you have to go through the website and see what every care home has, a brand that it portrays. There is a particular brand that it is after. In fact, this thing applies to other jobs, to be sincere. If you want any job in the UK, even if it's not care, and you want certificate of sponsorship, it is, even if they're not advertising, you go to the company's website. You go to their, every company, most companies, let me not say every company, most companies have a section that they have career or job opportunities or job vacancies. Or then when you go there, you will just simply scroll to the one that you are interested in, read the job description, tailor your CV to match the particular job opportunity. When you've matched it, I showed you using an AI tool. When you use that AI tool, you check it whether it matches. And when it matches, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to uh, send an email to that particular company, attaching your CV, cover letter, certificates that are very relevant, and I don't think they need police report. But if you send these things and you properly write it, if they have a job opening, even if they don't have one now, in the future, they would give it to you. They will call you and say, hey, can we have an interview with you? And make sure your LinkedIn is done properly. That's one of the reasons. The first place an employer goes to check you out to see whether you're the real deal is your LinkedIn. And when they go and check your LinkedIn and it's very dry, like a desert, you're not contributing to professional development, you are not saying anything, you're not passionate, you don't have your CV there, as in, it mustn't be your CV. But if it's in care, I know sometimes they don't check for CV, but if it's any other thing, no matter the job role you are doing back in your home country, there is a similar job role in the UK. And if they're in need of somebody and the company has the license to sponsor you, they will sponsor you. So this is that Yorkshire. But another thing is that Ada King said was that if you want to send your application, the email you should send it to is recruitment at Yorkshire Homes. So YORKAREHOMES.co.uk. So recruitment at the name of the company.co.uk. When you just send it to them, and they might call you for an interview. They might call you for to move to the next level or discuss with you. This company are actually offering visa sponsorship so that for people to relocate into the UK. So this is something you have to explore. And the second company I'm going to talk about is this Greater Heights Healthcare.co.uk. So it's Greater Heights, healthcare.co.uk. They got their this thing recently too. They got their sponsorship, as in their sponsorship license recently. So try and apply to them. But this one is going to be different. They have an application form on their website. So what it means is that instead of you to get an email and send all your applications or your documents and everything to them, no. This one, what you're going to do is going to be quite different. And what you're going to do is going to be that you will fill the application form. So you download the application form and then fill it in. And after filling it in, there are places where it tells you have to attach your CV and other things that they're asking you of, and reference they want. So you have to communicate with whoever is going to provide a reference for you. Remember, it's not going to your lecturer to get a reference letter. This is a different thing. We are talking about care homes. You want to come into the UK as a carer, or as in you have to get a reference from the place where you receive some training or voluntary work. I'm talking about in a care setting. The person has to. So if the application says you should provide the name of the person, just be prepared that that person will be contacted. Tell the person that, see, watch your email address as often as possible. If they contact you and ask you to, provide something for me, please be ready to do so immediately, so that it will facilitate them giving me a COS so that I can relocate to the UK. I hope that makes sense. So they have an application form. You go through the application form, fill in everything that they want you to do. So instead of a CV, submitting your CV, you have to fill the application form and do so. And that is it. Now, I just said, let me come here and explain. Hello, who else is online? Who else is online? I just felt like I should come here and explain this particular one, because it's, many people have been saying that they don't get any care jobs, or they have not been getting care jobs, or anybody inviting them for an interview. And I feel it's very important I talk about this. The reason why you might not be getting anybody offering you a COS or an interview is because, one of the major reasons, maybe it's because your CV is written, poorly written. I'm telling you, I do CV customization for people, and we could test it with the AI system, but that's not the key thing. I'm saying, this is a skill you need to learn, and if you studied anywhere, even if you are in the, maybe you are in the UK, or you are back in your home country, you need to understand the the style. Let me just say style, the UK style, the way UK writes CV in is different from the way CVs might be written in your home country. So what you have to do is you have to study the style for UK and work your CV. Create a CV for UK, create a CV for US and Canada. And if you submit an application for a job, you will get that job. So when it comes to care, remember that if you were at any time, maybe you took care of your father, your mother, your uncle, your aunt, your grandpa, your your grandma, whoever it is, you need to be able to write something. Use it as work experience, because it's work experience. If you are home and the person has a stroke or a heart attack or something, and the person needs you, the person is in a vulnerable state, and the person needs you throughout their journey, and maybe the person was able to recover, or perhaps the person died, you have is work experience in care. That's what it is. So you have to know how to list down. And if you did your standard of care, 15 standards of care, 1 to 5, 15, you would be able to know how to properly write down the responsibilities in a very engaging manner that will make somebody to say, hey, this person has work experience. Let's call the person in. This person is compassionate. The person has already done all the things that we will need a carer to have. Not just writing that, oh, I did 3 months somewhere, you know, voluntary work somewhere. No, if you have had experience taking care of the elderly, someone with learning disability, maybe in your family, or someone with physical disability, you know what I mean? Maybe the person has a stroke, paralysis, is blind, the person has autism, Down syndrome, something like that. You can write in your CV that this is what you were able to do for your relative back in your home country. You assisted with feeding, nutrition, taking the person for doctor appointments, being able to communicate with the person if the person is struggling to communicate. There are sometimes some people have stroke in a very young age, even in their 30s. So, and you were there for your sibling or your cousin, and you were there to assist the person one on one. These are the things you write in your responsibility. And also make sure you are tailoring the responsibility to the CV. For example, there's a particular NHS job. People are getting NHS jobs. I hope you know. I hope if you are my subscriber and you're this channel and you don't know that people are getting NHS jobs, I don't know. I must have failed. And an NHS jobs, okay, as a you don't have to have a health background to have a NHS job. You don't need a health background. I'm serious. I'm saying you must not be a doctor, a nurse, a carer, senior carer, healthcare assistant to get NHS jobs. You can be a software developer and something else, and you get NHS jobs. Hi, hi, hi. I know I've been rambling. Who is online? Show me some love. How are you? Where are you? Where are you watching this from? I'm really interested. I want to know where you're watching this from. Please just send me something. Which country are you in right now? I would like to know. I feel like I should be coming more for this live. I should go live from time to time because I feel I'll get to know you guys better. And you can ask me a question directly, and I'll try and answer it to the best of my ability so that you can move to the next level. So if you have any question you would like me to answer, I don't mind you putting it in the chat. What stage what stage are you in your Japa journey? You call it Japa. Japa is like looking for greener pastures. Hi, hi, hi. Thanks for the love. I saw that. So what stage are you? Do you want to come into the UK as a carer? You know, do you understand the 6 C's of care, compassion, courage, things like that? Do you understand it? Have you gotten your care certificate? Have you written IELTS? Have you done NARIC? You know, have you as in somebody sent me a message that time that the person was able to find a someone was issued a COS, and I was so happy for him. But he said, yeah, that he had a wrong spelling on his name. I was like, okay, that's not a problem. You just write to your employer, and your employer will be able to correct it and issue you another COS. It's just COS is an electronic document that is issued to a foreigner by an employer who has the license to sponsor someone in the UK. And if they issue you that certificate of sponsorship, you can then apply for a visa. So I was like, your employer should easily generate this. If once you send an email to your employer, the employer will be able to generate this. So I want to encourage you in no matter the stage you are in your journey, if you want to relocate. And also, I am trying to explore options of going to Canada, and I'm studying the visa system because I have family in Canada. I have a sibling in Canada. My husband has siblings in Canada. So it's really interesting that journey there. There are some skills that you might not even be a graduate, but you'll be able to get permanent residence. I hope many of you know about these things. If you're trying to travel out, the there are opportunities. And please, I'm tired of hearing people saying these people defrauded me. Oh, see me, they defrauded me. Please apply for care jobs yourself. I know I'm not saying that after 10 applications you get somebody that is interested in. I mean, it's highly competitive, but I'm encouraging you not to pay for COS because right now in the UK, the number of people that have, let me just say, encountered, let me use that word encountered because some of them is not face to face, encountered that paid heavily £15,000, £10,000, £8,000 for COS. They sold their land. Okay, Mark said, please send me the relevant documents stroke requirements for care job. Oh, I've created a video about that. If you scroll down to my I showed a guide, the ultimate guide to care jobs. I've created a video about it, but I can repeat the relevant documents that you need. The relevant documents you need are, just write them down. Number one, a CV. You need a well-tailored CV, you know. And I also have a sample on Stella that if you can edit it and be able to make it look as in edit it with your personal details, use the style of writing responsibility to write yours so that you can use it to apply for a care job. So that is one of it, a CV. But another thing is that, of course, that CV will not be to the employer's taste. You have to check the employer's job vacancies, what the job description wants. So if they want you to be a carer that just assists the nurses or doctors, then you have to use those options, those things that they want you to have has to appear on your CV so that they can pass through the ATS system. ATS system is applicant tracking system. That's the first one. Then you need a killer cover letter. You need to write a cover letter that stands out, that is compassionate, that shows that you are passionate about that particular distance. An employer can know when you are not serious because this thing is highly competitive. They're going to spend a lot of money to bring you into the UK. So an employer has to maintain their license. They have to apart from maintaining their license, there are some other things they have to pay for, your insurance when they come in. Just know that for some care homes, they bring people and even give you a place to stay for 2 months, 3 months. There's some people 1 month that they'll give them a place to stay until they get on their feet and move out. These options are there. But I don't know why people pay a lot of money for care COS, and after paying for that COS, they come into the UK and nobody, guess what? Nothing. They come into the UK and no shifts at all. Or sometimes they give them only 10 hours of shift in a week. That 10 hours of shift, guess what? That 10 hours is minimum wage, not up to £11. And that £11, £110 will not do anything for you in the UK. And there are rules against it. You cannot do any other job apart from care. And even if you're doing a second job, it shouldn't be more than 20 hours in a week. Because if you fault on this, in 5 years down the line, the UK, when you are trying to apply for indefinite leave to remain, that's indefinite leave to remain is a stage where you don't need to be renewing your visa. That's the dream for many people. You want to get to the stage where you don't need to be renewing your visa over and over again. And 1 year later, you can now apply for British citizenship. So that is why I said when it comes to this, it's very important that you don't pay for COS. And it's illegal to pay for COS. Many people are stranded in the UK right now. I'm just ringing the alarm for people that want to use backdoor. Hustle your way. How you can hustle your way means number one, go to the UK tier sponsors. I have a video, ultimate guide on how to write a care and on how to get a care job. When you go there, follow the procedure I listed there, step by step things you need to do. Go to that website, uktiersponsors.co.uk. Then when you go there, you check the list, filter it by care homes. When you filter it by care homes, you can target those companies that have got their license recently. Like these two companies I mentioned right now, that's Greater Heights Healthcare and this Yorkshire Homes, they got their license recently. So you can target those companies that have their license recently. There sometimes most of them have a link there. You click on the link that leads to their website, go to their career or vacancy option. When you go there, you would see the job opportunities that they have available, and see which of them you fit in. Look at the responsibility and you apply, you follow the application procedure. Some of them will tell you an email that you should submit your applications to, and while others might tell you what not just the one might tell you to download an application form like the second one I listed right here. Then you download the application form, you fill it in, attach the documents they need and send it to the email. Yeah, that's it. So I've listed CV, cover letter, and your list of documents. Of course, you would have those documents itemized in your CV. But like I said, for care jobs, you need you need the first one is your standard 1 to 15 care certificates. I think Kiedemi offers that, and CPD Online School offers that. So you can just go and check where you can get, instead of picking it one by one from Florence Academy. There's nothing wrong with that. Florence Academy will give you standard 1, standard 2, 3 here, 4 here, 5 here. So you keep doing those courses until you gather it until it's 15. I think it's better for you to do a course where all of them are together in one certificate. That is the better option. When you do that and all of them are in one certificate, that's like Academy, and that's one CPD Online. When you get that certificate, I think it costs like £20 or so. I'm not sure, and these prices could change. So once you get that, and it's not hard, seriously, you can complete it in 2 days or 1 day if you just focused. You get that certificate. You try and convert your, I don't know whether you have a bachelor's or anything. If you don't have a bachelor's and you don't have a master's or PhD, it's fine. You can still get a care job in the UK. What you have to do is write your IELTS. So even if the problem is that you might have a bachelor's and still they might ask you to get the IELTS, they want you to bring that, So when you get that, write that IELTS, try your best. Hell, if you follow me on Facebook, I've been sharing information on how you can pass, resources on how you can write and pass IELTS. Remember, it's 4, it's not that high. Many nurses are struggling because their exam, they're expected to score 7 in everything, but I think writing, no, but reading, I'm not sure. That's the one that they should score 6.5. So many of them have not been able to leave their home country, be it in Pakistan, India, Nigeria, or Philippines, or Zimbabwe, Ghana, Cameroon, wherever. They have been struggling to leave because they don't have that particular, you know, their stuff. They don't have the requirement. They cannot beat the IELTS requirement or eligibility score. So if you're a nurse and you're watching this, you can come in as a carer. I explain the 4 techniques or 4 routes to becoming a registered nurse in the UK. Check my YouTube. I have explained all these resources. To be sincere, me being in the UK is as a result of information that someone did not hoard, but I wasn't even exposed to YouTube at that time when I did what I did. As in, I submitted my application, got my scholarships. I came into this country without paying a dime, and I was paid to be a student. These opportunities are there. I don't know why many people don't explore these opportunities. They're all there. So what I do now is I put my ginger in videos like this so I do benefit someone out there, and you can move to the next level. The difference between you and someone else is that is already in the UK is information. Let me not tell you. It's not that the person in the UK is more intelligent than you. No. Or the person is faster than you, or the person in the UK is richer than you. Remove that mindset. It's all about information. Many people are in the UK that did not pay one dime for COS. And how can you go about that without exploring, without clicking on links, without actively searching online? Avoid these agents that collect huge amounts of money from you. Most of the people, fraudulent people, employers that take a lot of money from you and tell you to come into the UK, you come here, you will not see jobs. So those people, maybe your aunts, your uncles, or anybody that has money in Nigeria will still be sending money to feed until you can find somewhere else or switch your visa. And switching your COS is another money. Paying for your rent every month is another money. I know why I'm saying this. I'm ringing the alarm because it's too much. There are many people desperate. And let me tell you the truth. This is November. Let me let you know that there are many people's visas that are about to expire, and their family. They are going to come back. They're going to go back to their home country. It's not my prayer, it's what I have seen. What I have seen. It is happening. Why? Because many people could not Do just sometimes it's a simple thing. Work on your CV. Sometimes it's just simple thing. Go and get an education on YouTube. You see someone that has done it before, you learn. Like me, I'm learning on YouTube too. Sometimes it's just very, very simple to do. Just work on your CV. Learn how to write a very good cover letter. Learn how to tailor your CV and cover letter to meet the job description. Submit your application. It's very easy. Sometimes it's just very easy. And target maybe to submit or apply to 6 jobs a day or 3 jobs a day, depending on how busy. I'm sure you are working, you are hustling, you're trying your best. There are many people in the UK right now are here because of the information I provided to them. And I'm so proud. It makes me so happy when they call me and say, "Hey, what's up? I am in Heathrow." Wow. Wow, I can't. I'm so I'm so filled with joy when they just tell me, "Hey, I am in Heathrow. I have gotten my accommodation. I'm here now. My visa went through." I shared. If you go to the shorts section on my YouTube, I share that. I just gather all those interaction, positive energy, and that is the energy you are meant to be exposing yourself with. You need your data should or your time when you spend money, you buy data and you load it on your phone. That thing should be this data. I'm not using it to laugh all the time. Yes, yeah. Dr. Yams, yes, positive energy. That's it. Thank you, thank you. Dr. Yams is on this thing. Oh, check out her YouTube channel too. She's out here to make sure everybody is not left behind. So someone is asking, yeah, are you in a position to show us samples of the CV and cover letter? Okay, you know what? I'm going to put the link to 2 samples of CV, but I don't have that for cover letter. I think I'll have to create as a cover letter style for you so that it's editable, so you can get it on MS Word. When this video is over, I'm going to put the link so that you can, you know, have access to it. Thank you for asking that question. Yeah, I will create a cover letter. It's very easy, you know. This is something that we also, you know, I teach. This is something we train our students to do, to be able to write it the UK style when it comes to cover letter. So yeah, thank you for that question. I would try and work on that. Hello, please, oh, please, I want to know which country you are from because the name is looking quite different. I hope you're not this thing. I like to interact. I need to get to know you guys. I know you guys see my YouTube, and the truth is that I'm dying. Oh, from Zambia. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. Are you a subscriber to this channel? Are you? Are you a subscriber? Or you're just meeting me for the first time? It's still amazing either way. Yes, yes. Oh, I'm so happy today. I would like to pronounce your name very well. It's going to be Vinandi. Nandi. Vinandi. Is that the right pronunciation? I'll go and practice and learn how to pronounce your name better. Oh, yes. I feel so happy. Oh, before you withdraw my African nationality, I don't, of course, Africa is a continent, but yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah, I wish you the best. Thank you. Thank you. So, like I said, it's really good for us to move to the next level, to do what we have to do. There are opportunities everywhere. I don't know whether you're like me. When I came into this world, I wanted to understand how the world works. How does it work? I just don't want to be restricted to my village. I want to be able to travel everywhere and go anywhere. That is my dream, and that's what I'm working towards with my family. We're able to go anywhere we want to go. That if there's an opportunity, if there's a skill we have to offer, we don't want to limit ourselves to the particular area we are in. We want to reach out, we want to expand, we want to explore, we want to enjoy life to the best of our ability. And sometimes to get to that level, you have to start small. And that starting small might be saving up. Finances, all these things cost money. I'm not saying that you get a COS and even if you don't pay for it, you might have to pay for your flight ticket. It means if you have the dream to travel out or relocate, you have to start saving seriously. That I did it in my own time. And the truth is that when I say saving because I was preparing myself in case I don't get a scholarship, but I ended up getting scholarships. So yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that you still have to spend money, you need to buy stuff that you have to use to move. You have to maybe pay for your flight ticket, or maybe you don't need to, stuff like that. So these are things that you have to explore. You have to save money for it. Make sure you do the right thing, submit your documents correctly. And if you know about the 5 I's, uh, go and read about it. Go and Google is my friend too. 5 I's: UK, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. Is why am I mentioning these countries? If you receive an immigration problem with one of them, there is a high chance that these other people, when you apply in the next 10 years, they would know that you have that issue. And if you don't declare it, they can decide not to issue any whatever, as in like visa in future. So you have to avoid issues. If you can't help it yourself, I know of some people that say, I'm so busy with life, I'm working, I don't have time to do this thing myself. And because of that, I've decided to get an agent. If you say you have an agent, your cousin trusted somebody and the person is already in the UK, and because the person was able to get someone to the UK, you feel the person is legit, in quotes. And if you're using an agent, please go through the forms yourself properly. Go through everything they have filled. Don't believe that they are doing the right thing. Go through everything yourself. Some people have received 10-year ban because they not go through that thing. And when the UK finds things that this is false information, they give that person 10-year ban, the 10-year ban. These other country would able to have access to what the decision is on that particular visa. And then you can't go to these countries in the next 10 years. It's not really good. Seriously, it's not really good. I know why I'm sharing this. Please, 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 please be vigilant. I know I'm sharing this. There are a lot of people in my DM direct message telling me, oh my goodness, I don't know. I received some things. The agent I paid did a lot of messed up my stuff, and this is what I am. And if you want to know whether your COS is fake or real, I have a video. You follow the steps there to be able to be sure that your COS is not fake, so that you will not use that COS and apply for a visa. And after applying for that visa, they give you a total like 10-year ban. It's not nice. It means you can't go anywhere. It means people, you can't, even if your wife is able to travel for 10 years, you can't join your wife or your partner or your husband. It's not what I pray for you. I don't want this thing to happen to you. That's why I'm ringing the alarm right here. Please remember to share this video with your friends and family so they are aware of what is happening and they're able to prepare themselves properly for the next as in phase of their life. I pray that if you are watching this right now and your dream is to relocate, even if it's not the UK, maybe Canada or any other part of the country, the world, maybe a developed country, I pray your dreams come true. I pray it works out for you. Like I said, I'm going to put the links to this two care homes in the description box, not the description box, the chat area. Watch out for it in the chat. It's Ada Kings. I'm giving her recognition because she is the one that dug out that information and called, And if you apply for these two, please do not stop there. Go use the guide I provided in the ultimate guide to getting a care job. And when you go on that guide, go to the UK tier sponsors, filter it by care homes. Google is your friend. Then the list of care homes there, check the care homes that recently got sponsorship. They just got their licenses recently. those are the ones that you should visit their website and check whether they have vacancy option, or if they have an email, then prepare these documents like I said: CV, cover letter, list of credentials, IELTS. Put all of them in one PDF file. Go and learn how to do it. If it's difficult, go to YouTube, Google, and learn how to put all your credentials. Start with the highest one you have. If you have an NVQ2 or 3, put it up there. It will bring their attention, because you are competing with other people. Your NVQ2, IELTS, care standard 1 to 15. Without that, it doesn't look like you are going to work effectively as a carer. Your ECCTIS, that's NARIC, your bachelor's. If you have police clearance or something like that, in the UK, before you work in some particular sector care, you must do a DBS check. So that one is different. But since you're coming in, as you're working into the UK, you need to get your police clearance, and it expires in 3 months. So if you don't have it, that's fine. You mustn't get it now, because it expires. It's very fast. It can just get expired in 3 months. Some employers might take it if it is up to 6 months. When I came in, before I came in, I had one, but I didn't need to use it. I worked throughout my student life. I worked in the university. So I find it difficult when many students tell you that they don't have any jobs, as in they're not getting any jobs at all, and they're in the university. I'm wondering why the university is the first place you should look for a job. I don't know why they're struggling to get jobs, but I understand. Yeah, but I feel the next time I'm going to be talking to students live, because I feel, to reduce the backlog of many students struggling right now to get certificate of sponsorship. Their visa is about to expire in January, February. There are many people right now in the UK. They sold all their property to come in, and their visa is about to expire January, February. Even post-study work visa that I know, they are it means they have to go home, seriously. And it's hard, and it's very, very sad when this thing happens to people. They have to go after selling all their property. What have they going to go home to? Seriously, there are some things you have to do at the beginning of your students this thing. Don't wait till the 6 months till your student visa expires before you start doing those things. Next time I'm going to talk to students. So, hi. And Dr. Yems, she has a YouTube channel too, which is really nice. And you can subscribe to her channel, and it's fun. She will give you another perspective that is really cool. You know me, I come out with violence. I challenge you. She's so cool. Her voice is so calm. So I'll see you in my next one. I hope you enjoyed today's session. I hope you benefited a lot from it, and I quite enjoyed meeting you guys. I quite enjoy. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Yes, we are here out for people to know hoarding of information. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.